and it's relating to the death of Joe Cox. Last Sunday I shared with you my belief that nationalism is idolatry because it involves self-worship. I noted that it stifles compassion and promotes hate. Brothers and sisters, I had not expected what I said to be prophetic. However, the assassination of Joe Cox on Friday is enough evidence upon which I feel I can rest my case. Joe was a campaigner for the marginalised, a first-hand witness of the situation in Syria, and committed in a diverse constituency to work tirelessly for harmony and unity. She was killed precisely because a twisted mind had locked onto the hate-filled extreme right rhetoric that idolatrously proclaims death to traitors, freedom for Britain, and felt able to justify violence and even murder to promote it. I'm saddened for Brendan, her husband, and have already communicated this to him. I'm desolated for two dear young children who will grow up without their mum. And I feel personally saddened since Joe and I attended the same college. However, above all, I am angry with a society like our own that is often so self-driven that it enables such a disease to fester and grow. And I'm troubled by the British Christian community that is so frequently blind to the pernicious evils of nationalism. This week I was asked by a government agency how I would identify myself. I said English, then British, then European. I might have added, and a human being, and above all a citizen of God's kingdom, since these self-understandings do or should change everything. Nationalism and other forms of tribalism, however, reveal the spirit of the Antichrist. Ironically, only hours before Joe Cox's death, I was with two local pastors from ethnic minorities. I expressed my abhorrence of such contemporary tribalism. Dear brothers and sisters, as your pastor, I implore you to expose those attitudes that, if we are not vigilant, so often lurk in our own hearts, and let us work for peace and harmony among all, irrespective of ethnic, national, social, economic, gender, colour, or other things that divide a sinful world for whom Christ died. I invite you to join with me for a minute of reflection before I'll lead you in the words often attributed to St. Francis of Assisi, in which we can make our own personal response. So, a minute of silence. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying to self that we are born to eternal life. Amen.